Hello and welcome. I'm Pheasant, and today I'm going to be doing something a bit different. I'm going to be recording a video of literally the first time I've ever played Darkfire Shadows. So when I play a totally new to me spirit, I tend to play Plusher 3. That's just a bit of a tradition in the Thezoverse. Because it's not too hard, but it's not so trivially easy that I kind of win by accident. I kind of need to somewhat do playing the game. And yeah, it's even been a while since I played any Shadows. Looks like a very cool aspect. I think this is added in the most recent update. So yeah, changing the innate and adding unquenchable flames, and I like this. This is cool. Having an extra card. I mean, this cursed power track. I feel like that's the thing I always wanted to have addressed with Shadows, but I've always enjoyed Shadows, even if they are at the harder difficulties a bit untenable. But this is really interesting. Having the the Badlands added means that this top tier of the innate seems pretty attractive, and because we can have fire as moon and moon as fire, then this sounds intriguing. I am intrigued because this means we could be destroying generating a lot of fear with this. But yeah, this is literally the first time I've ever played this, so I need to re-understand. So we do need 3 moon or fire to do standard Shadows yoinking of explorers. See, typically with Shadows, I kind of preferred to let's go turn 1 single play, but this is obviously a bit of a different situation. We've already got another card there, so maybe that means that we don't need to go turn 1 single play. I think whatever we do, this is a very natural concealing shadows, but we don't have the old range trick anymore. But we do kind of have these durable presence so we could just set up for a Concealing Shadows next turn by placing a presence in there. We could do that this turn or next turn. And we could Yoinkus Explorer out. So then the question is, to achieve that, we start with a moon anyway. So basically, as long as we play a moon fire card, so anything but favors, then we should be fine. Still a little bit hazy on how this works. Was it a good idea to record my first bumbling attempt to play a spirit? I don't know. Yeah, so we prevent that build. We Concealing Shadows turn 2 in here. So we actually don't. So I think I will revert to how I would have played before. And I guess the energy game's not as tight because we're not going to be using an energy to target Concealing Shadows anymore. I think I'm going to gain a power card first. Okay, very interesting. So obviously a Moonfire would be ideal. I feel like this top tier of innate is something we definitely are interested in. Weep is a lovely fear generator. It's lovely. In fact, it's already going to be a very easy potential fear generator. But it's Veal. Oh, wait a second. I don't even know how Veal interacts with Badlands. I don't know if that damage would get boosted by a Badland. If it does, that's really good. So maybe you want to turn 1 Unquenchable Flames. Yeah, and we can also set out a Badlands token turn 1, which I like the sound of. Okay, so we'll set up for a Concealing Shadows in here because we've only got the 1 range placement. I could go. Yeah, we'll do that. We need the energy because we didn't pick We didn't pick the energy growth option. And we want it to be a Moonfire card. So in the olden days, you would have played Favors turn 1 to set this up, but there's no need for that. So I'm going to play Flames turn 1. It doesn't do a damage as well, only to buildings. That's fine. We could even just start working on this land, but we'll of course see the Explorer. Okay, so we'll gather this Explorer somewhere. We could gather it in with this disease where it might just die. And okay, so Sand Explorer, that's very yoinkable in the future. So I think there are Dahan in here, so I'm thinking maybe I could set up to do Veal in there. I have to call it Veal. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Just, one of those things. You have a personal history with certain words, and that means that you have to say them in a idiotic way. Okay, so we are going to be... We want the second play so that we can yoink. Oh, wait a second. We could just prevent this Explore in F1. Could just... We could just prevent that. That's probably the right thing to do, even though I was getting all goosed about using Veal in there. Could just prevent it with Veal as well. It seems crazy not to just prevent these ravages. These builds. And that means that was a waste of time. Never mind, it's okay. It's fine. We're definitely going to want the energy this turn, though. So I think we'll go with 2 card plays and an energy. And we do have Sacred Site adjacency to everywhere except this coastal wetland. So I think what I'll do is start setting up a Sacred Site down here. Would be nice to have more presence in with Dahan, but I think the Sacred Site thing's a little bit more important. And yeah, we will just prevent this this build. That's just so we're concealing shadows in here, and we'll push the destroyed presence into here probably. And then we just need to play any card practically. Oh, interesting. When our presence is destroyed, it will move. So I could move it in here, and I could use something like Mantle of Dread or Crops Wither and Fade to replace the city with a town, which is certainly a lot of fear. Favors called Dew also would just work to set up a future Concealing Shadows. I think we go with Crops. Actually, I don't think it matters. This is a big chunk of fear as well, though. 3 fear. We are going to lose... We're not going to lose any Dahan in here. I don't want to reclaim next turn, though. So, yeah, that's all irrelevant. Let's just... So we're not going to Favors into here. Let's just Crops Wither and Fade. That's fine. The main reason to play on this kind of on pressure 3 is that then I don't really... I'm not kind of... Hopefully, anyway, I'm not doing too much labouring in the dark because... Oh, Years of Little Rain? Oh, I can't do it. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, we'll put it in with the Dahan. They might clean it up. Beasts are going to do some damage. And... Oh, actually, that land gets defended. Except... It doesn't. So we'll do that. That's fine. I guess I could have been unlucky with the... if something had stopped that from blighting. And we have Crops Wither and Fade in here. That's clearly the thing to do. I guess there is a world where we want more Explorers, but I don't think we're near this yet. Next turn, we need to get to 3 plays, I think, before we are going to be doing that. So I think maybe just downgrading the city is the thing to do. Not sure. Not sure, but again, it's fine. So it's interesting. This presence here is just going to get destroyed. I have not foreseen the consequences of that. You feel like maybe when I switch the sounds peaking a bit, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. So this could be one to just let go, and we could think about favors and maybe reclaiming next turn. We could get to 3 plays and play everything, which would give us 5 moons slash fire and the veal that of course does nothing, but we could use it somewhere. Prevent that build. Seems pretty good. I think we push to the 5th play, and I think maybe we look at a major. Is that necessary? Is any of this necessary? So if I gain a major, I guess I might just not be able to afford it. That's the issue with gaining a major this turn. So maybe I will just gain the energy, which means that I am free to gain a major next turn. We'll make that so we've got Sacred Site adjacency to everything, and I think we just play all 3 of these. Means we have the 5 level, so we are destroying a couple of explorers, though we don't have somewhere that has multiple explorers. So Mantle might supply one, because this will be destroyed and pushed into here. I think, yeah, we're not doing anything about that. So, oh, except that's in the wrong order. So we could just prevent this, either of these builds. But we can veal this one. Yeah, let's just prevent 2 builds. Oh, I just misread that. Oh, it gathers then destroys 2. Okay, that's perfect. Well done, pheasant. Okay, so we're going to add extra explorers. It's a bit annoying, but I think it's fine. These are doing nothing. And Mordahan, the obvious place to put it is here. Okay, we're downgrading something, actually. I guess we can downgrade this town. Oh, we've got a blighted island, and we get the acceleration. Well, I can't not do that. We've got to keep that. Come on now. Let's just be sensible about this. We have 2 builds. This isn't a Cascades. I think we just keep it. We keep it. We remove. We just take the acceleration. I think we take this one. Oh yeah, that's. Oh wait. I thought this was going to get pushed. Wait. The first time each action would destroy your presence, you may push one of those instead of destroying it. I guess that this has interacted with this, so it. Oh no, maybe it is going to get pushed. Don't mind me. I'm just delirious. Oh, we're not going to be able to Mantle of Dread anywhere. I'll push into here. I suppose we might get an Explore. And Prussia, of course, is going to put something. Yes. So, I guess we are reclaiming, so we want to think about having a nice big counter. I think in here is potentially good because there is a city in there, so that's more fear. When we can bring all of these, thinking about favors called the Jew here. The 3 fear is relevant though. If I'm gathering 4 in there, and yeah, so I don't want to add a town there because I'll be missing out on all that fear. So I think I'll put it in this sands, in with this Badland, and maybe I'll. This is a mistake. It is a mistake. It's absolutely a mistake because I've denied myself Mantle of Dread, which was the whole thing I was thinking about. So I will put it into here, and then I will Mantle of Dread it. Okay, it's fine. So the Mantle of Dread now will do something. We'll be pushing the town, I think, yeah, in with the Badlands. I think that's reasonable. And then we'll Favours called Jew. Oh, damn it, we don't outnumber them. Oh, no, we do. It's Gathering Force. Yeah, rusty. And I think we leave the singular Dahan in here because then we can use it with Veal. Next turn to just kill that town. Yeah, this is a much better... I think this is a much better use of Concealing Shadows as well. Okay. Right, so because we've been accelerated, we can go straight into the... Oh, my headset's fallen off. We can go straight into... It's just my head's too small now. It's just too small. So I think we go straight into the major. We have 2 Ravagers. One of them we are... I guess the thing we need to bear in mind is that we actually need to defend some of these. There is this, there is this issue, which is that we can't just rely on these fear cards because we went with the 2 blight card option. And I'm not sure there's a lot we can do apart from just trying to create as many fear cards as possible. So I think we do want a major here. I think there's a minor power that's relevant, except maybe a defend. We do have an adjacent sacred site, so that would provide a good option. Maybe even a bit of blight cleanup might be good. We have 7 energy though, 3 plays, so probably... God, maybe we don't even want to use concealing. This is the trouble with playing new stuff. I think we do go with the major though. Okay, Terrifying Nightmares solves the problems. Solves the problems. And we can use our Moonfire shenanigans to generate a whole load of fear. In fact, there's only 1 city on the board. We're still miles away from Terror 3. I think, given that that is the problem we have... I love this card, by the way. I've only used it, like, once or twice. It's so fun. I don't think I can quite afford to be using it, given how close I am to losing. So I think I do have to go with Terrifying Nightmares here. And we'll just push a town and all those explorers into this mountain, and hopefully that'll be enough to save us in combo with all these fear cards. Yeah, I think that's the pick. Yeah, we need the 4 moons, which should be fine. So, given that we might be trying to win at Terra... Let me think, actually, what am I thinking? Need to get rid of something. I kind of wanted to Concealing in here this turn, but it feels risky. It really does feel quite risky. I want to Veal in here. I am Concealing this turn, so what does that leave us? Things like Mantle, Crops Wither. Maybe it's Crops Wither's time to go. It's one of... Or maybe Favours Called Jew. Yeah, we can't really be doing Favours Called Jew type shenanigans right now. Just a bit too risky. Yeah, so we're pushing out of here. We are Concealing Shadows in here. And I suppose we are... If I'm play... Oh yeah, I've only got 1 more card play. So I could Veal in here for another Fast Fear. There are builds here, but I will be able to just prevent that build there in the wetlands. I won't be preventing this build. I think maybe the Veal for the Fast Fear is good. Except the Veal won't get us the next level on here, so we'll be denying ourselves a couple of fear, which is quite significant. We're going to be generating 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't think Veal's the right pick here. So, because I think we want to get this next level of the innate to prevent that build in there. So, we're going to play a Moonfire card. If we Unquenchable Flames in here, that could be useful. But I'd maybe just raw Fear Generation is actually what's required. Cropped Wither's not going to do a lot. Mantle of Dread will at least generate 2 Fear regardless. Actually, so will Cropped Wither. So I think rather than going for the 1 Fast Fear, I think we go for the volume of Fear. Oh, the other thing I can do if I go with Unquenchable Flames is I can destroy this town in here in the slow phase, get the next level of the innate, which generates 2 more Fast Fear. Yeah, and then this becomes a great land to push people into in the future, potentially. Yeah, that's fine. So we have the Nightmares. That's a lot of fear. We push into here. Oh, wait a second. Let's be real here. This is 8 damage. I should be pushing them into here. That's better. So that's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's just push them all into here. And we're Concealing Shadows in here. Oh, I don't have the presence. That's not great. That's what they call an oversight. We are at least in the fast phase, so I can undo that. Ugh. Except it's a reclaim, so I can't undo that. Okay, I can at least replace it with a better card. And I cannot make this worse. So this is a 5 damage ravage. We'll still kill on the counterattack. Okay, so we only need... Okay, we're not Concealing Shadows. I could preserve my Dahan with... Or preserve a Dahan with Veal. Could push 3 Explorers. Yeah, don't like it. Okay, so... This... Okay, let's go with Veal instead. We'll get that extra fear here. I guess... Yeah, I think that's... Okay, yeah. So mistakes are being made. I could actually make this much safer, I realise. I could actually empty this land completely, which, given that we are looking potentially down the barrel of just losing, might actually be better. So I can totally empty that land, which will also prevent the build. I think that is a little bit better. There's a beast in here that might just deal with this land. I think that is better than taking the risk on dying on an event. So we will be having a blight here. We will Veal in here for another quick fear and see what the event is. Okay, invasive species bloom is... We do not have the luxury of spare blight to play with, so I will be transmuting. We can just do it for free because we just can. Let's add a beast in here in case it delivers a strife token or something like that, which is possible. And so we lose a Dahan. That's unfortunate unless we get a strife. Get energy, see what we get. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, 1 damage and defend 3. Okay, well that's great. The defend 3 is enough. The damage hasn't been boosted, so what I'm actually going to do is do the damage to the city. Okay, we can prevent a ravage from happening at this turn. So Oh, I've actually only just realised that that is a blighting ravage. Oh dear. It's a bit ramshackle. We want this ravage to happen. This ravage we don't want to happen, but it is happening. Oh dear. Okay, we can push some cards out. So not matching a build. Is this a skipper? I think this is a skipper. Um, I mean, yeah, I think this is a skip. I suppose we could rearrange these sand towns. We could push them kind of closer to the action. Oh, we do have unquenchable flames to think about as well. So could be pushing them somewhere a bit more central so that we could maybe unquenchable flames them in there. Or maybe there'll be another push. And there is another fear card. So yeah, I think I will take this opportunity to push these into this land with these Dahan. They might end up in the coast. Okay, buildings deal 1 less damage. No heal at the end of turn. So yeah, I completely forgot about that. Oh dear. So yeah, that was a mistake. There've been some mistakes here. But this is what happens when you've not played a spirit before. Okay, so this turn we've got a ravage in here and a 1 damage ravage in there. So this is very solvable with our innate. We can even drag it into here and kill those 2 there, so that's fine. And we can just potentially reclaim Terrifying Nightmares to kind of just run through the fear deck. There are no cities on the board, so yeah, okay. Sorry everyone that's figured it out already. You know who you are. So let's do a little bit of damage in there. I think we just need 3 fear. There are no cities. Okay, so I think just the reclaim is enough. We can just reclaim. We've got 5 energy, so we can play Terrifying Nightmares. And one of these 1-cost cards and maybe this, and that should be us covered. So let's just look at a 9 of power. Let's have some Swarming Wasps. So we can squeak out oh yeah, we need to play a that's fine. So there we go. There we have the fear to finish. Well, I like it. This is a cool change. I think I did somehow nearly clutch defeat from the jaws of victory. I nearly achieved that. But yeah, very interesting. Someone wants me to push. You go in there. But yeah, so that was genuinely my first ever play with this spirit. Very interesting. There's a lot to think about there. I really like that it's added an extra card. The extra card is pretty significant. Oh yeah, for the awful people among us. 53. There you go, 53. Very interesting. And that's going to wrap it up for that one. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're not already. All right, bye.